Hi, um, my name's Rebecca and I'm 17 years old and I'm a bit new to this, I'm sorry, but with April being Autism Awareness Month, I thought I would post a video saying my experience on autism and the effects of it throughout my life. So I have a script here, by the way, just so I won't forget what I'm saying. So if you see my eyes moving like that way, like you'll know why. Okay, so as I said, I'm Rebecca. I'm 17 years old. I'm in fifth year in secondary school, and a lot has happened, like good and bad, like because of what I have. So I'm just gonna get straight to the point. I have Asperger's syndrome, which is a mild form of autism. And people that have this, like, that means I don't interact properly in certain situations. Like, I struggle with, like I have speech difficulties. I can't look people in the eyes because I just think that's really creepy. And I may say something offensive, but I don't see it as offensive. Like, these are just a few symptoms that people with Asperger syndrome have. Like, those are the main three that I have. Mainly the speech difficulties ones, because I'm always stuttering and, like, I can't get the words out. Like, it's really bad. So I'm going to start with my diagnosis. I have had Asperger syndrome since I was 2 years old. I have struggled with talking. Like, normal children just start talking when they're like a year and a half. I didn't speak till I was 2. The only way I would communicate is by singing, which wouldn't be a surprise to people that know me because I sing nearly all the time. But my mum saw it as a bit weird that I wasn't talking, so she took me to the doctor and they explained to my parents that I might have autism. So they ran a few tests at the clinic. They had people come to our house to examine me of what I was doing. They saw I was like just playing with random things, and like they play things out for me to see if I play with them. And when the examination was done, they rang up my mom and said she has Asperger's syndrome. And obviously my parents didn't know anything about it, so they were just like, we'll give her the help she needs. And like they signed me up to this like special education thing that was like an hour away from me. I don't know why they picked it over there. That's probably the nearest one, but yeah, they placed me in there. And growing up, I never knew why. That leads me on to my experience with it in primary school. I had no idea I had it, and I was just doing weird things. I was just doing stuff to make people laugh, and it was a bit weird. And I think around 5th or 6th class, I started to realize my behavior was a bit weird. Like, up until 5th class, I thought my behavior was fine, my behavior is okay, this is acceptable. And then in 5th class, I started to find out it was a bit weird, and I didn't know what to do or like why I was doing it. So I was like so confused. Like, my friends were like, why were you doing that? Why are you doing this? Why are you doing that? And even to the point where like my teachers were like, you can't do that. And I was always walking out of classes like because I didn't want to be part of it. And I was just like, why am I doing that? No one else is doing that. And then in 6th class, I started to realize there's something up and I don't know what it is. And I remember my mom there was this program on a couple of years ago called Autism and Me. And my mom told me to watch it, and I was like, why do I need to watch this? Like, and I was like so confused because I never heard of autism at the time. And then I watched it and I was just like, what's the point? Like, what was the point of me watching it? Like, I was so confused. And then a couple weeks later, me and my parents were out for dinner and we met her friend. And her friend minds a woman who has a very like a stronger autism. Like she wouldn't be able to talk, she would walk funny, and like she was like my mom's friend is her carer. And I remember when we were heading to the car, when we finished talking to her, I said, that's nice she'd like help someone who has special needs. And my dad let slip that I had it. And my mum just gave him this look like, why would you say that? And I was just like, and when he said it, I was like, no, I don't. And he was like, yes, you do. And it took a time to sink in. And then like the pieces of the puzzle started to come in together. And I was just like, this makes a lot more sense. Like, this is why I was doing bad behavior. This is why I was having tantrums, even though I was like 11. And that's why I was doing weird things that everyone was like, why are you doing that? That, like, it put pieces of the puzzle together. And it was hard to admit to people, which leads me on to secondary school. So in first year, I had made new friends by this point. I didn't know how to say to them that I had autism. And I was scared they were going to reject me, just being like, oh, she has autism. She's going to do weird stuff around the place. And I just thought, I have to be honest with them, or else just all hell's going to break loose. So I told them, I'm just prepared by this point for them to shut me out, walk away, have nothing to do with me again. When really they're just like, okay, so. And I was like, you're not gonna get me out? And they were just like, no. And like, they have friends already with autism, so I was just like, thank God. Because I grew up nearly all alone, so secondary school was like the saving grace for me with my friends. So if any of my friends are watching, hi, love you guys. So, and with secondary school, with me, in my junior years, like, it was okay. Like, I was bullied a bit in secondary school, but I don't think they knew I had autism. But they're not in the school anymore, so I don't care. So my senior years, with like, if anyone who doesn't live in Ireland, like, there's first year, second year, and then third year, which is like the junior, which is also called junior cert. And then that's the 3 junior years. The senior years are fourth year, or commonly known as TY, and then fifth year, then sixth year, which is the leaving cert. I'm currently in fifth year. And I think from TY to now, I don't think my mental health has been like, especially in this pandemic, there's a speech thing. And even in this pandemic, like, it's been stressful. I don't think my mindset has been the same since. So, and TY, I was just like, I was skipping work. I wasn't doing as much as I normally did. And my teachers were like concerned, like, why isn't she handing in work? And I wouldn't tell my mom that I wasn't giving in work. I was like, oh yeah, I'm handing in the work fine, but I wasn't. And then I think the same happened in fifth year. And I think from like November to I think mid-February in fifth year, that's been the worst period for me. Like, mentally, it was the worst. Like, another thing I don't know if other people with Asperger's have this, but I recently started having an issue for loud noise. And like, people would be talking whilst the teacher was talking. And if we were given work, they would just like talk. Like, they talked to the teacher about non-school stuff. And I remember one time they were talking to the teacher, and I was getting really stressed out. And I was just like, just shut up, you need to do your work. And they were still talking, and I was getting really worked up. Bear in mind, I've told no one at this point about what happened. Like, no one knew I was getting stressed out. And so they were talking then another girl said, like, I can't remember what the question was, but I got so worked up. I had a pencil in my hand. I was writing down stuff. I was getting really tense. This was how tight I was. And I threw the pencil across the classroom. And I remember everyone was scared. And I was just like, shut up. Just do your work, please. And I just broke down into tears. Like, I was so stressed. And the girls there, they were laughing. And I don't know why they were laughing. I don't know if it was because something was funny or at me. I don't know what it was. I still don't know to this day. But I think from then onwards, like, my mental health with my autism, that together at that point was no. It was just like the worst thing for me. But nowadays, I think I'm in the best position that I am. Like, I have a study plan. Like, I have help from my teachers, and like, I think everyone in my class, nearly, there's the speech thing again. The majority of people in my year know I have autism already. I don't think all of them know, but a good amount of them do. So yeah, I think that's all I have. So yeah, I'm gonna end it here. And normally people ask for subscribers, but I don't post enough on here. This is my first video, so bear with me. Like, if you like and share the video, like, mainly share the video, because like, if others could get inspired by like this story, like if they're inspired to open up, that would just mean the world to me. Like, and just bear in mind, if you're in my position at all, and if you're stressed or anything, just know you're not alone. And I promise you, I know a lot of people say this, but I promise you can get through this. You just need to tell people like, you don't need to say the full story, but if you tell them about your condition, they'll fully understand. Like, they can't give you everything you want, but they can limit it to a minimum. And I know it's going to be a better and brighter future for everyone. Like, with my condition or not, you can literally get through this. I promise you. So please share the video, like, subscribe if you want. Like, I'm not going to be posting much on here, but yeah, subscribe if you want, and like the video, but mainly share it, please, because like, we need more people to like not hold stuff in. So I'm gonna end it there. Hope you enjoyed. Thanks for watching. Bye.